With the overwhelming popularity of comic book movies and franchises,
That just happened.
it's easy to forget that in the 1950s, comic books were being linked to juvenile delinquency with attempts to ban them.
Horror and crime comics upset kids. I'm not talking about any subtle distortion of their emotional makeup. I think that occurs too. But there's a more noticeable, immediate effect. You can see the tension develop as the story gets more gruesome. And if it's a bad one, the kid has a mass of jangled nerves by the time he's through it.
But comics survived Senate committee hearings and the Comics Code Authority to become a lucrative part of pop culture, especially here in San Diego, where we have Comic-Con International promoting an awareness of and appreciation for comics each summer. Recently, Liberty Station was the location of choice for IDW Publishing to open its offices and its comic art gallery. Now, Comickaze has moved in across the courtyard. TJ Shevlin, manager at the IDW Comic Art Gallery, is pleased with his new neighbors.
Brick-and-mortar comic shops are never going to go away. Comic book stores are a really kind of special entity. Comic book stores don't sell anything that you need, relatively speaking. They sell the things that you want, and it caters to that sort of desire that you have.
We have a specialized product that has a fan base that's highly motivated to seek it out, so that helps. It also comes out on a regular basis. We have new issues every week.
Robert Scott just celebrated his 24th year at Comickaze in Claremont and felt the timing was right to expand.
We've been fairly stable for a while, and we share a lot of customers with this area. So we thought with the addition of IDW and the San Diego Comic Art Museum, a location in the Liberty Station Arts and Culture District would be a perfect way for us to be able to reach out both to current customers and new customers. We kind of set this up to be more, appeal more to a bookstore clientele than necessarily a comic book store clientele.
The new location has a larger kids' corner and a greater focus on books and novels. As with the Claremont store, Scott plans to continue doing events like book signings, as well as adding monthly film screenings as a means of reaching out into the community.
I've been looking at business for the last few years and watching huge stores like the Disney store, going out of business after opening these superstores in the malls. And I started to come to the conclusion that we need to go where the customer is. We need to go back out into the neighborhoods on a smaller scale instead of trying to get everybody to come to us.
And providing personalized customer service.
Any comic shop employee who's really good at what they do and are really passionate about what they do, they're going to ask you the right kinds of questions. What kind of movies do you like? What kind of music do you like? What kind of television do you like? And then they'll find that book that works based on your personal interests. And there's literally something for everybody. Purchasing a book on a website, you're not going to get that tailor-made recommendation.
We listen to our customers. We try to stock based on what they're telling us they're enjoying.
Comic book stores are the backbone of the comic book industry. They do more for comics than any television, film, video game adaptation does, because that's how you keep coming back in when you get to know that comic shop employee or the comic shop owner. It's a really special relationship what you have out of your comic book store. So find the one that you feel fits you best.
Comickaze's Liberty Station store has only been open a few months, and while not up to the sales of its Claremont Mesa store, it's definitely trending that way.
We signed a 5-year lease, so we plan on being here for quite a while, and I hope it turns into as much of a fun business as I thought it was going to be.
But at least Scott will have some toys to distract him at work. Beth Accomando, KPBS News.